Nobody expects their life to change. Nobody's ever woken up and said, today something's going to happen that's going to change my entire outlook on life. However, when things like that do happen, the reason they're so effective is because we never see them coming. As a freshman in high school, you don't really think about graduation, you don't really think about college because it seems so far away. 4 years seems like a long time, even though everybody's always telling you to appreciate what you have because it's not going to be there forever, or this is going to go by fast. But you don't really think about that because to you, 4 years is a long time. When I was a freshman in high school, sports were the biggest part of my life. I played 4 of them for 4 years. So sports was something that was constant in my life. I figured sports were always going to be around. And there was a certain coach that I had, Coach Scott, who coached football and then he coached lacrosse. So I saw this man almost every day of my high school life. So he was another thing that I could recognize as constant. So the thing that really changed my life was my senior game. Not necessarily the game, but the ceremony before. So the ceremony goes, you walk through your tunnel of players, and then you shake your coach's hand, and then you go see your parents, and then that's it. You go and play the game. But for me, when I saw 3 senior games before mine, one being my brother's, and it never really meant anything to me because it just meant, oh, their season is over. I still have 3 more. I still have 2 more. I still have 1 left. And finally, it was my senior season, and it didn't really mean much right away. But that senior game, when I walked up and I shook Coach's hand, it really made me think that, wow, this might be the last time I'm going to see Coach. And the fact that this man had been there for me for 4 years now, to realize that it was the last time I might see his face, especially as my coach, it really changed my entire life. It really made me realize that, my life is changing and I need to learn to accept it. And we never really expect those kind of things to change, and certainly not so abruptly as they did for me that night. As humans, we find comfort in the things that are constant. For me, it was Coach's face. For me, it was sports. We like to reside in the things that we can always rely on. That being said, when those things, like sports for me, or like being able to see Coach, somebody I could trust, are taken from us, we have to either accept it and learn to live on without it, or we have to learn to change our entire lives. And that's what I had to do.